back.
Part 2.
Part 2, same day, different topic. Today we're going to talk about children and how easy they have it in some ways and some ways not. This phone is what started this conversation. We were talking about how you have the little wall phone with the 5 million feet of cord.
Take it to the bathroom.
Lock yourself in there so you can talk. Very sad children. Then we got the cordless phone. Then we got the car phone. You had 2 choices. The bag phone, which was in a bag that was this big, or
like the kind that stayed in the car all the time.
On the holster. And your cord wasn't very long with that thing.
No, it really wasn't.
You couldn't have like a station wagon.
My very first CD player in a car was a 10 changer disc. It was in the trunk. And it had a cord that literally, it was not like a click, click, click remote. It had a cord that came out of the dash. And one time at a club in Fitzgerald, somebody snipped my cord.
Oh.
The teenager.
So you could change CDs.
Yeah, I couldn't do shit.
Oh! I remember the little
Haters.
cassette tapes. You remember those cassette tapes? You'd have them damn things everywhere. And then like they'd unsquiggle, unroll. That would be a really big mess.
Can you even buy that anymore?
No. You can't buy cassette tapes anymore. No, we're to CDs now. We didn't used to have DVD players or VCRs. I remember we had this thing called a disc player.
It was huge
And they were big and they looked like they had records, and you slid it in and took it out and it left the movie in there and it played it. So it was like a DVD, but just like the size of a record.
But it wasn't like every movie either.
No, there was only certain things. The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas was on it. I watched that all the time.
Wow. Dolly Parton.
I mean, like
Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds.
I even recorded the songs on a cassette player and would sing them with my Michael Jackson microphone.
Jody and her friends had their own Pink Ladies.
Me and Shauna had like
Grease 2. We weren't around for the first one.
Me and Shauna had like shirts made with S&S Music Makers. That was going to be our group, our singing group. See, in other words, things was so much simpler back then. I mean, you just played. You went in the yard and you played. You found something to do. Me and Shauna would go in the front yard, carry on a concert in the driveway, beat on the trash can. People would honk as they went by and wave. What did you do?
I don't know. Chase boys. Yeah.
But back then, you could also be dropped off at Six Flags in the morning.
Yeah, we did that every day.
And picked up when they were closed.
Yeah, we didn't worry
Whitewater.
about no kidnapping.
Now, you can't do that. I wouldn't do that with my 14-year-old.
I wouldn't leave City at a Trojan game, much less Six Flags.
You can't do that now. So, see, y'all got all this new technology. It's just hurting y'all because people can't be trusted.
No.
Poor little children. You know, we actually might have had it better than them. I don't know. Y'all got laptops.
We only got to watch cartoons on
like
Saturdays.
I remember when we first got computers in school. And you know, it was black and it had like these little squares made up everything. It was very
and all
freaky.
you could do is like put go to your name and it would fill the whole screen with your name. That was like magic.
Yeah. And then like at school
Yellow.
you played that Pioneer game. You remember that Pioneer game? Anybody that's my age, y'all remember that Pioneer game on them Apple computers? It was ancient.
Yeah,
Frogger.
Atari.
Oh, Atari. Yes. Atari was great. Donkey Kong. I like that one that like was a snorkel type thing. And he like squirted. What was that? What was that, Tim Stanley? I know you know. Because it was at Shauna's house that we played that. I don't remember what it was. It was something that like squirted and he like hopped.
Is it like Bubble Pop?
It might have been kind of like Bubble Pop.
Bubble Pop is great.
We're addicted to Bubble Pop. Bubble Pop, Bubble Speed, Bubble Pop 2, and Bubble Island. Is that all of them?
Yeah, my island's full. I don't even do that anymore.
No, I hadn't got
By the
mine
way,
full.
Facebook, you can come up with something for the back side of that island.
Yeah, flip it around.
Some of us are done.
Flip the island and Bubble Speed. What is up with once the score gets to a certain level, it never changes, no matter how many freaking bubbles you pop.
Stop giving me red. I don't need it.
I know,
That's
right?
another thing. I don't need red. They always give me red. And they'll give me 2. Why not 3 and I can get rid of them?
And on that bubble pop 2, like when you first start playing it, you'll be hitting levels. Bloop, 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 bloop. You're like, God, I rock. And then you get past the penguin and you can't do nothing else. It's like it takes you 10 times to get anything and you only get 2 lives. And when you use them, you got to wait 30 minutes for your lives to build up. I don't know how we got on this.
I've spent my money I've squandered it. I have no money. And you can't get any more money.
How do you get, you have to pay money to have
Well, I'm not paying money for bubble pop money.
You have to pay money.
I have 1,000 gems. Thank you. On speed. I don't need
Yeah, I don't even know how she got that. I have 8.
That's awesome.
I have 8 gems. 8
I've
gems.
spent 2 weeks popping bubbles, people.
Well, see, I haven't popped many bubbles this last week. I've kind of been on a bubble pop diet. I've had issues.
Yeah, I'm going to have issues.
I've been
if I don't
very
get off
busy.
of that. I got to get off.
You know, I don't know how we got on bubble pop when we were talking about kids. So,
Our videos are better. Our video games are better than theirs.
yeah. That shoot 'em up stuff, I don't get that.
I don't know what to do.
But they're boys.
If I'm going to shoot somebody, I'm going to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We got a list. What else about the children?
I don't know.
You are pretty darn lucky. As long as we don't have to drop you off anywhere where there could be potential murderers, harmers, kidnappers, anything like that. We don't play that.
Teenage boys.
Yahoo, teenage girls. 10-year-old boys. And no. Okay, well.
Alright.
I must go now. I have to get my children and retrieve them to go to my mother's for a birthday evening of fun. So, we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye-bye.